So I'm going to try doing a voiceover this time, now that I figured out how to do that. This is my speed build of the Frosted Heights area around the castle. So I decided to put it on the smaller side of the biome because of that pillar that's over there on the other side taking up so much space. So for now it's going to be over here. I decided to keep in my whole process of clearing the land out, just in case it helps you if you've never really decorated much before. I typically clear it all out and then put all of the furniture that I'm planning to put in the area or that might be useful. I lay it out all in the same area so that I can just grab things and go. So this is sped up 5 times. It took me quite a while. I don't know why. I think because I didn't really know what I had in mind for the area. I knew I wanted it to be a focus on the castle, and then I figured out that if I put it over here that I could see the castle from the Forest of Valor down there, and that sounded pretty cool because I spent a lot of time down there because that's where my house is, and I actually liked how it looked from down there quite a bit. So who knows, maybe I'll keep it over here just for that view from down there, but I'm not so sure about that. But for now I ended up putting 4 kind of distinct areas in there. Before I started building, I went to Scrooge's shop and bought him out of well, I didn't really buy him out. I actually had a few spaces left, but I bought more of those pillars and the couch, the ice couch, or I buy that later, I think. But some of these benches and things like that I didn't have on hand. And as you can see, I just made some fencing. I made the white fence, but I'm not positive that's what I'm going to end up keeping in this area. But I thought it matched the castle the best, and I'm using it for sort of a stable area, so it kind of made sense. Here I couldn't decide what size I wanted this patio area, and I ended up changing it still a little bit before all said and done. I used more of those fountain tiles that I got recently that I love, but they match this area very well. And I say some of this at the end of the video as I would do the walkthrough, so if you don't want to hear all that again, you can skip the walkthrough at the end. But yeah, I had seen somebody else do something similar with like a stable area that Sven could possibly live in, and I thought that was a cute idea, so I made a very small one over here. So you can see I used some of those pillars as the entranceway, trying to keep it fairly wide. And I threw the igloo over there with the snowman because I already had those made, and I thought it matched the castle fairly well, and I didn't want this area to be empty up here, so I do put a bunch of trees and things in here by the end. There's still a few things I want to do, which I talk more about at the end when I'm doing the walkthrough, but here I'm doing the little sitting area off to the side of the castle. I always tend to put a little sitting area in my biomes next to houses in general. Yeah, I think you saw, well, if you saw the Glade of Trust, I gave Minnie a couch. I gave Goofy a couch down there. I just put things out, the couch areas with tables and things outside. I just think it's kind of neat because they can kind of gather there, and sometimes they do, and I like seeing that. So like something you built and they're actually using it a bit. So here I played with this pathway forever because I couldn't get it to line up the way that I liked it, so I had to move it back farther. I ended up running out of this pathway, and that's one of the things I forgot. I don't think I mentioned it at the end. I ran out of the pathway, and I would like to put more in a few areas. I would like to put some underneath that hot cocoa stand, maybe some more little broken pathways just across the entire biome. You'll see how it ends. I don't have any over there by the bridge. There's not really any stone pathway, and I really like the pathway with the snow showing through quite a bit. This area is a little spa. it seemed fitting. They give you all the spa stuff, so you sort of have to do it, don't you? It just goes with it. And the spa is such a big part of the Frozen movie too, so it has to be done. I would like to do more with it. It ends up being a little bit plain, but I do add a few more things to it to try to liven it up. And I put more pathway to the spa. I end up adding more of the stonework underneath where their robes and stuff are, and that's where I run out of pathway. So here I had to come craft this fence, and I built so much white fence thinking I was going to use that I didn't have enough wood to build the fences that I actually think look better for the spa area. So that's one of the things I'm going to have to go back in and change. And I think I also might want to craft a little bit more hay for the stable area, and maybe even put some more carrots in there. I just think it would be fun. So I usually start by placing all of the items, building. I don't remember what I'm buying. Oh, this must be where I buy the other couch. I meant to edit this out, but it's too late now. I'm already doing the recording. In the future, I'll try to edit some of these things out when I go on a little side quest to get a new item to decorate with. I don't remember what I was saying. But I wanted to use, probably about this fence. I wanted to use this fence because it matches the bench a little bit better. And it's not that hard to craft. I just ran out of softwood because I made so much of the white fence. And it was very annoying. So there's where I ran out of the pathway. And it's like, at some point you just gotta say, okay, we'll come back and fine tune. So this is where I start placing all of the trees and bushes and things. That's what I was saying. I usually place all of the buildings and the bigger items, and then I come and fill in with trees and foliage and things like that to sort of make it feel a little more complete and I guess homey. I don't know, when it's too empty, I don't like it as much. So I typically try to put some trees and things in. I really like, if you've seen the updated tour video, I really like how that area over by Ursula's turned out as far as the trees and the bushes and just the general amount that I had down there. It really fills in the area and makes it feel more unique and just nice. So here I spread a bunch of these blue lights around, but I need to make more. And I'm just debating on the aerial lights, if I keep them or not, or I just make more of the blue. But I ran out of... I could have probably made a couple more of the blue lights, I think, but I was getting tired. This one was a long haul. This I liked. I ended up putting on that little white table like a checkerboard. Sorry, like they could play checkers and have a soak in the spa. And I put it underneath the big flowy tree. So I'm getting close to the end, I think. This is where I steal all the tiles from the plaza to put underneath the the larger fountain. I sort of extended that patio area in front of the castle to make it look slightly more grand. And then this time I ended up staggering the tiles because I didn't know you could actually do that. And I think that was kind of neat. So I'm definitely going to have to buy more of those. I really like them. But I don't like that they take up one item slot each. As you can see, I'm getting fairly up there on my item limit. I wasn't even paying attention until I just saw it on the video. So I'm going to have to go through the other biomes where I'm not, where I don't have anything, and like delete trees and things so that I can still keep building. It's a delicate balance. So this is about it. I'll jump in at the end with a walkthrough for you. Okay, I think I'm to a point where I'm happy-ish. I think there are still things that I would like to do, but I need to go gather supplies to make more fence and a few more things. I was thinking about putting some of the blue and white balloons up here just because they would match. I'm not sure what good that would do, but anyway, I thought I would do a quick walkthrough after the speed build like I did in my last video. As you can see, I moved the castle to this littler area of not Forgotten Lands, of course. I used Forgotten Lands trees, so it was in my head. Frosted Heights. I think eventually, once we move this pillar, I'm going to put it over here in the bigger side, but for now, I put it over here. So, I played around a lot with the proportions I wanted here because this area really isn't that big. So you could have seen all the different adjustments I did, but I landed on using my new beautiful tile under the fountain tiles because they actually match here better than they did in the plaza. So I went and stole all of the ones that I bought the other day. I put them in under the ice crystal fountain here. I put the little snowman igloo area. Maybe this will be where Olaf lives. I don't know. Sorry. I have to answer that in a second. It's fine. And this area I did a little seating area because I like to have a little place for all the townsfolk to gather in each biome, and this seemed like a good spot for that because these couches matched the castle so well. And I put on a statue back there. I gave them a coffee cart. I threw in some bushes. It looks like they took one of my bushes out. I hate when that happens. It just disappeared. I think I had it in front of Anna, but it's probably better that we can see her. I had the hot coffee. Yeah, what the heck? Yeah, a few of the things changed. I've got to put that table back. The table was over here. I wonder what else is messed up. I probably built too much all at once. Let's hopefully that's about all. I still left some of the Forgotten Land trees in here because I like the pop of purple against the blue just to give some variety. I used the lions here because they're pretty much blue too to give some more regal feeling to the castle. I added a few little pathways to get to their spa area. This is where I would like to add more fencing, and then I'm not positive I'm going to use Ariel's lights here, but they kind of match, so maybe. If not, I'm going to make more of the blue ones, but I ran out. I used all of the ones that I had, so I need to make some more of those. Yeah, and then I used this new rug that I got today, I think. It's a Cinderella rug, but it's blue, and so I used it over here and underneath the couches. And then finally, I saw somebody do this where they sort of made an area where Sven would be staying and for like a place for the sled to stay, and it really made sense, so I kind of did that too. I think theirs was a little nicer than mine, but still, I think it's kind of neat. I threw the bush in there too to pop for a little pop of green. I think I did pretty well for this area, and I can still get around. Oh, there's the other bush. It plopped it over here. I'm gonna get rid of it. Why? There are two there that I don't even know where they were. We'll put it there now. I think it was by this tree. There we go. We'll just do that for now. So yeah, and then I threw this little ice throne over here on top of this ice by the river. Maybe you get tired while you're fishing. I don't know. But yeah, I think I did a pretty decent job for not really knowing what I wanted to do here. But it's been really awful up here since Christmas, and I took away all the Christmas decorations. But yeah, I like that I can walk through without any trouble because this is where a lot of the mining areas are, and I come up here all the time. So I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 that are still fairly easy to get to. I think they moved that tree over. I don't know who this they is, but just like, I think I had it over a little more, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I stuck it closer. I wanted a little bit more area to get to that mine, but I think that's good. I can still get to all of them easily, better than I could before, actually. I had some trees in the way. So yeah, that's it for this one. I will pop in with another video with a little walkthrough if I make any changes while I'm playing, because I anticipate that I will. There's just a few little things I want to add. I think make it a little better. Like I said, more fencing and things like that. Maybe sprinkle around some flowers from other biomes that sort of match in here. That could be neat. But yeah, that's it for this one. Come back tomorrow and see what I got in store. I actually have a fun one tomorrow. I can go ahead and tell you what it is. For the last week, I've been recording every day, going into Scrooge's shop just to see what he will give me, because he's been doing a very bad job. Actually did pretty well this week, I think. There are a couple items that I was really happy to get. And that might be something I will do every week. If you might be interested to see that. It's my favorite time of day when I can go and see what's new. So I would actually love to see other people do that too, just to see all of the items that I don't have yet. Anyway, I always show it at night. Let's see. I love these blue lights. They're my favorite. Yeah, those aerial lights look pretty neat. The bubbles are a little weird, so I'm not sure, and I need some more. I like more light at night, but in general, I think this is really neat. It's very small, but I like it, and I like the large ice-covered trees. I was happy I was able to fit 3 of them in here. So yeah, now this is it. I'll see you tomorrow. Like and subscribe if you liked or like this video or something, and I'll see you tomorrow.